Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts on the 4 hour. So yeah, 4 hour 9. 4 hour, we are currently on a 4 hour 9. Only 30 minutes in, so got another 3 hours and 30 minutes of this candle. Yeah, obviously you can see what happened on this 4 hour 9 thanks to Elon, but generally speaking, 4 hour 9, 4 hour 9, 4 hour 9. This 4 hour 9 actually didn't do anything. They don't all work. And then we are currently on a 4 hour 9 now. So are we gonna have a bit of a pullback from this level? We've obviously broken above this resistance level and closed a couple of candles above there, which is obviously very good. So are we going to get a bit more acceleration on this candle now, and then are we going to try to turn this old resistance into a new support? That would be the ideal case for the bulls, just to hold this level into this 4 hour 9. Obviously the ideal case for the bulls would just be keep going upward regardless. But yeah, what would probably be the most likely best scenario for the bulls? Yeah, maybe a bit more acceleration into this 9, and then manage to hold this support level. But yeah, generally speaking, we've been looking for this anyway, guys. We've been looking for this move basically to the top of the range, which we practically got up to. We have basically got up to so far just under 40,000. Which is strange because I'm pretty certain, let me just check my phone, I'm pretty certain I saw some liquidations on BitMEX on the alerts at well over 40,000. So what was going on BitMEX? Yeah, liquidated short contracts, BitMEX at 41,000 and 42,230. So this is obviously the BitMEX chart. So that's a bit strange. That is a bit strange. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that is strange. Let's have a look on let me just see if I can get the chart up on here. Not sure why it's not there. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, anyway, if you guys care to shed any light on that, then yeah, feel free to let me know, even in the chat or in the comments. I won't make this like a comment shill where people have those questions that they just want you to basically shill the algorithm. But yeah, even in the chat, if you know what's going on there, because that's a bit strange, that is. Anyway, so yeah, but Bitcoin generally speaking, obviously looking good. We are getting to the point where we test the top end of the range and then decide, do we get rejected, trade sideways, and then potentially come back down, or is it going to be the big bad break above the top of the range and then make our way to 60k? Over to Ethereum USD. You can see we are on a daily 9 here. So yeah, potentially something to be aware of. But I mean, I would suggest we have got a bit more room to run in this formation. So yeah, a bit more room to run. So would this 4 hour 9 actually hold us down? Will we accelerate into it, come and tap towards the 2,000 levels? I guess we're gonna all find out together. But yeah, at the moment though, obviously if Bitcoin is looking like it could potentially have a breakup, we're either going to basically get rejected at the top of this range, or where we are now, because we're in the zone, or we're going to have a big move to the upside, or even a big rejection to the downside. But what that kind of means is that there will potentially be rotations out of obviously some of the altcoins and the risk assets, the risk crypto assets, a rotation out of those, just because there's just an increased chance of a big rejection to the downside, a big move to the upside. So basically a big move, and obviously big moves in BTC usually are not good for alts. So yeah, you can see we're still on the daily here, but if we go to the 4 hour, you can see we're getting a bit of a pullback as well, a bit of a pullback here as well, from the Satoshi pairing. So yeah, if we extend this along a bit, you can see we got nicely bounced off it. Had a crazy back test here, bounce back up again, but we've currently broken below, and we are looking to back test this here. So if we do get rejected here, and then yeah, the target's obviously down here. Targets down here. You can see this horizontal level here that we basically came down to as well. But yeah, I mean, take out that low, get rejected from here, take out that low. Yeah, we are looking at down here. And it may not stop down there. We may start a more medium-term downtrend. Or we could just put in a higher low. Obviously, we've got a low, higher low of sorts, and then if we put in a higher low here, fantastic. That would obviously be the bullish case for this pairing. But yeah, we could easily come down to this level and then put in a higher low there. And obviously, we know that level. If I can scroll enough, does correspond to this level here. So it is a pretty important level. So, but everything's still looking pretty good. If we go to the dollar pairing, you can see, I mean, we've looked at this on the daily, but the dollar pairing on the 4 hour, yeah, generally speaking, looking good. Yeah, I mean, 1700 Ethereum we got there, so just another 300 to 2000, and then yeah, target hit. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, playing out that same move as well. This was obviously a 4-hour 9 candle, until it pumped all the way up and closed. So yeah, basically pull back off the 4 hours by 9. So yeah, didn't really get much of a reaction off that one. But yeah, we obviously clearly got a pretty big reaction off this one, and again we are above this major level. So we're above this major level, broke below it, swung back above. If we get supported here, if we come back test this, get supported, then this would be the target. But if we get back below it, then if we get back below it and then take out this low, and then we are just looking at lower prices. So, but yeah, just a healthy pullback in the BTC.D. I mean, we've had them before, as you can see here. That one was obviously thanks to Elon. But yeah. Generally speaking though, looking bearish, nothing to worry about at the moment. In much the case that this is looking very bullish, and it took a while for there to be anything to worry about to the downside. Not that we were worrying, but just for a trend change. Nothing really indicating a trend change here at the moment at all in any way, shape or form. So yeah, how did silver close? Silver trying to get some of those gains back, obviously holding up a lot better than gold is, as you can see. But yeah, we were looking at this channel for gold, and we were basically looking at this level that we came down to. As you can see, it's a more important level, a bit of a thicker white line. So yeah, was a good level for gold to pretty much get, well, slightly front run but bounce at. Obviously the downward sloping channel trend line we've got here, bounce off the top of that again as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the most bullish of charts here. So we're basically going to have to be in it for the tech here, guys. In it for the fundamentals. But yeah, obviously fundamentally we're all bullish of gold. We're at an important level there, as you can see. So this is good a place as any for us to turn around. Stock market's just incredible here. Stock market's incredible move up here. Yeah, bit of pullback not in this one. What I'm trying to show you guys, the DXY, as you can see, had a bit of a pullback. So we did, as at the moment, we are looking like we had this wedge. We did a fake out to the upside, yeah, potentially a bump and run going on here. So basically a bump to the upside, and then we're going to run and slam to the downside. Obviously you guys know that I was basically happy with any prices up to around the 92s. It's not like I was expecting that to necessarily be the case. It was just a case of, if we get over there, then I'll start to change my view. Change my medium-term view on the direction of this asset. But obviously that means at any point between wherever we were talking about it and there, we can get rejected and start to come back down. Also, you would note 4-hour 9, 4-hour 9, 4-hour 9 did get a pullback, and 4-hour 9 at the relative top there. So yeah, 4-hour 9 TDs. Remember, I will drill into you guys how much I like them. But yeah, so is this gonna basically, well, take out this horizontal, take out this bottom trend line here, and then absolutely capitulate? It is a distinct possibility. It is a distinct possibility. So be aware of that fact, guys. Also, we have got the 10-year as well, making some interesting moves to the upside. It's more not necessarily the level, but just the speed it went there, but it was subsequently slammed. I will get the US 10-year on here. If I can add it on here, I should be able to. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, US 10-year. And we'll move this. We'll highlight that and move it up a bit, move it up the chart. Just real quickly here, guys, so I can just show you what is going on here. Yeah, that'll do. So on the 4 hour, yeah, I mean, you can see the movement up in the yields. We have been getting a pretty sharpish move up here, a pullback, and then a pretty much retest of the high on an intraday basis. Obviously, we got this move up here. This is kind of what I was looking at here. Move it to a 15-minute. You can kind of see price action getting a little bit choppy in this. If if volatility does start to increase in this asset, then we will be in trouble, basically. The markets won't like this. I mean, it's okay to drift up in an orderly fashion, but an unorderly sell-off in the bond market would be exactly that, unorderly, and not be good for markets. But as long as the DXY isn't going up, this is the 15-minute now. As long as DXY isn't strengthening, then we are basically indicating a risk on. So dollar down, bond yields up is risk on. So obviously the one to watch is bond year yields up and the dollar up as well, because that means that's basically not a good sign, because that means we are indicating risk on with the bond market, but actually with the dollar indicating risk off. So it just indicates people I don't know what they'll be selling into, but they're selling out of the bonds and they're not basically buying into the dollar. So yeah, there we go. So what else can we have a look at on here whilst we're here, seeing as it's Saturday and these markets have closed? Have a look at our good friend Tesla. Where's Tesla? Oh, here it is. Here she is. This is on the 4 hour. Yeah, just nothing to worry about here at the moment yet. Trend is your friend. Trend is your friend. This does look a lot like Bitcoin with its sideways consolidations and its violent moves to the upside. So yeah, Tesla looking okay there. Let's have a look at that good old GME. I was obviously telling someone that you got zero chance of this going back up. I was literally just like, you've got no chance. They were like, oh yeah, well actually it wasn't the person I spoke to. They said one of their friends bought it, and they were down quite a bit, but they were adamant it was going to go back up, and I was like, literally, this is not going back up. So yeah, clearly it's not going back up. It is clearly coming down and got an interesting level. It's not interesting. There's just a level around here where we could basically maybe hold the line for a little bit. But realistically, guys, this was a good short, considerably lower than this level. Maybe not a good short at the level the hedge funds were selling it at. They were pushing their luck. And their luck didn't pay off. But yeah, it's still a good short at this level. And I mean, realistically, like a back of the what is it called? A back of the napkin fair price target for this asset would probably be around $20. Basically, the problem the shorters have got with this asset is that it is well away from actually being bankrupt. It has enough cash to keep going for a long time. They're just basically shorting the sort of the business model and the high street. They're shorting it's basically they are expressing, the hedge funds were expressing a macro play, particularly through this asset, but that macro play didn't particularly apply to the actual fundamentals of this particular asset, this individual asset, because this asset is not going to go bankrupt anytime soon, and it certainly is not going to go bankrupt anytime soon. Now, I believe they did actually sell some shares into this as well. So yeah. There you go. There you go. But yeah, so basically fair value probably around $20, not around the $6 it had been squeezed down to. But there you go. They learned their lesson. They learned their lesson. Also, we've not looked at this for a while, but there you go. There you have it. Go to this on the daily. This is a clearer sign as any that there is inflation. Is inflation coming? Is inflation's here? So obviously we got our negative price action, but you can see before we had the obviously the March dump. This was where oil was pretty much squeezing up to, and we're in that zone again now, guys, and looking to make progress. So yes. Clear as you like sign of inflation here. Obviously oil is an input cost for basically everything. So yeah, let's have a look at copper also whilst we're at it. I mean, showing us the same picture, apart from obviously here is the here's the March dump, and we are way well above and beyond that. So another clear as day sign of inflation there. We were talking about wheat as well, being a buy. Basically, where was the March? Yeah, there you go, trading higher as well. Yeah, soya beans as well. Soya beans, look, there you go. We had some options on soya beans, so they are looking good. I've still got these options. Obviously, they are looking good. I think my strikes were definitely sub 20, put it that way. I think they were. I don't, because I've not really been trading them much. I just bought a load of long-term options in wheat and soybeans, and just left them. So yeah, they are clearly going to be looking good. I maybe have to log into my broker at some point to just to have a look how they're going. I know they send me emails with statement updates, but I don't really bother. I don't bother checking them. Basically, the amount of capital I've got in there is relatively insignificant to what I'm currently trading in crypto. So, just not interested, basically. So yeah, but here we go. Gold silver ratio as well. Just bearish as you like. Remember Tone Vaden wanted to buy here. Probably wants to convert his gold into silver at this level. Let's hope it doesn't, because then that will signal the bottom. But anyway, I think this video is definitely going on a bit too long this morning. 17 minutes. So right, we're going to have a look at the stochastics. Are we looking tired here, or have we got plenty of room to bust our way up to 60k? So yeah, 4 hour did give us a nice move. We actually look where this coincided and turned back up. It was basically around this level after this consolidation. So obviously pull back. It was just a bullish reset, and then when we turn back up again, it gave us that nice move to the upside. 10-hour stochastics, we know, were basically looking like they were coming down yesterday, but have turned back up. 12 hour getting up there. So 12 hour is getting up there. Daily is getting up there. Plenty of room to run though, but getting up there. And then 2-day looking good. Fresh turn up here. 3-day looking good. 5-day looking to turn back up. Weekly looking to turn back up. Bi-weekly, I mean, these two, well, monthly's still up, and bi-weekly's got a little bit of a kink, but not turning back up. So, I mean, what this is basically showing me is that what this is showing me is that we're not going down. Basically, it means a very low likelihood of us going down, but potential just consolidation here until those higher time frames kick in, and then they will give us the next move up to around 60k. So I would be keeping an eye on this Bitcoin dominance, because this could be one of the clearer indications of the fact that we are going to get a big breakout to the upside in Bitcoin, if this just keeps on drifting upwards, because that shows that people are just sort of moving out of those altcoins into Bitcoin. If that doesn't happen, if this continues lower, then I would then more see that as an indication that Bitcoin is going to just trade sideways. The same here with the Ethereum pairing. If this keeps coming down, again, it's just the same thing I'm saying. That it will indicate potential rotation back into BTC, and then start potentially a trend down in the basically this pairing, which will probably then coincide with a sharpish move up in Bitcoin. So yeah, that's what we got to watch out for. Remember, weekend price action, weekend sideways is usually what I say, what I look for. So I mean, we could easily trade sideways, to be honest. to be honest, within this within even 40k and 42k. I wouldn't necessarily expect a big move up over the weekend because well, just that's obviously the opposite of me expecting a sideways consolidation. It's not expecting a big move up, but yeah, just we are looking good. We are basically approaching or at or the top of the range wherever we want to draw it. Obviously, we could look at this as the potential top, but yeah, I mean it's this zone really. This zone, anywhere in this zone, obviously above this level, we're onwards and upwards. First target here, second target here, and then third target about 60k. So yeah, things generally speaking looking good. I am just looking for sideways into this weekend. I am keeping an eye on these pairings at the moment. Obviously Ethereum itself looking good, but I do feel like we do want to trade sideways. Ethereum tap 2000, and then we will then make a bit of a decision on the timing of the next big move of Bitcoin, because obviously we know a big move will be coming. It's just a matter of timing. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later on today.